Welcome to another edition of UTA Spotlight. I'm your host, Mallory Reagan. The Lady Mavericks opened the 2019-2020 season against Midwestern State University with a special game for cancer awareness. Julio Vega has the details.
UTA and Midwestern State came together last Wednesday in honor of head coach Noelle Johnson, who was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer last April. She and UTA head coach Krista Gerlich formed part of the Texas Tech team that won the 1993 NCAA National Championship. The encounter brought both teams together in support of her battle.
But it's those moments that we can give her to show her how much love and support that she has, and encouragement to just tell her to keep battling, and she's not alone. I think the hashtag, no one fights alone is absolutely true, and that's exactly what we wanted to make sure she knew.
The game was themed in teal, the color associated with ovarian cancer. Both UTA and MSU sported teal and gray commemorative shirts made in support of Johnson and worn by those closest to her.
I don't know if I've felt so much love ever. I did get emotional a couple times in timeouts when I would hear those videos over the board.
With members of that Texas Tech squad and everyone she loves present, it gave Johnson the strength to keep fighting.
I'm young, I'm aggressive, I'm competitive. Cancer's not going to win, and that's the mentality you have to have, and that's been something that I hope I can pass on to my student athletes, and that you just got to change it's all about your attitude and your mentality.
Julio Vega, UTA News.
The game raised funds for ovarian cancer research for the Be the Difference Foundation in Dallas. For students having a hard time paying for food and other goods, there is an organization on campus that gives away free groceries once a month. Kimberly Barotaran has more.
The Episcopal Church of Arlington partners with the International Student Organization to hand out free groceries at the Maverick Activity Center at UTA once a month. Volunteers bag and disperse groceries that come from local food banks and food pantries. Their mission is to help out as many students as possible.
Although we obviously are part of the Episcopal Church of Arlington, this is not, I should say, when we hand out food, there's no strings attached. There's no requirement. In fact, we even tell them up front, we promise you we're not going to pester you after this. We're just here to hand out food. That's it. We're just here to help.
Traction has been growing since they started.
As you can see right behind me, there is a long line for free groceries here at UTA. They are scheduled to start at 1 o'clock, but today they had to start a little bit early since there was a huge line.
They started out at 30 bags per disbursement, which quickly grew to 100 bags. They even invested in a shed to store their food. They are excited to continue expanding and implement more necessities like toiletries and household items to help students. Christy Hanhart shares her favorite part of volunteering for the program.
Just the relief that you can see on someone's face, knowing that, they're going home with a little bit of food. And I've seen some people, with tears in their eyes, and just knowing that we can make that impact, even if it is just one person at a time.
Kimberly Barotaran, UTA News.
The next disbursement is scheduled for November 30th, 1 to 3 p.m. at the Maverick Activities Center. UTA opened a new space in the library's basement for students to play video games. However, the turnout was not as expected. Kylan Riley has more details.
Video games. They have become extremely popular in our culture today, and that popularity extends to the recently launched Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which, in its first 3 days of release, made over $600 million. This past Saturday, a Level Up event took place at the UTA library basement, where students could play and review the new game with fellow fans of the franchise. The event was put on by The Basement, a new space in the UTA library for student gamers.
We're also just here to kind of help people. I personally have helped a couple of people play games. I've played games with people. We're just here to also help foster the community.
Level Up is a free event that takes place during the first Saturday of every month and offers players a feature game along with pizza and refreshing drinks. Unfortunately, there's been a little bit of a problem.
This is the third Level Up event that the basement has put on since it opened its doors in September. Unfortunately, the last event and this one are about as dead as my Call of Duty character.
A few students and even a member of UTA's esports Call of Duty team made their way to the basement for Level Up, but were underwhelmed with the turnout.
We were actually going to use this for scouting players, but there's not really many people here.
Even though the turnout has been sluggish, the basement committee members are determined to make Level Up more popular and are considering moving the event to weekdays when students are on campus, along with creating workshops during the event so that students can not only play games, but also learn how to make them.
I'd really like to see just more people come and enjoy this space. I think it's a really cool thing that not a lot of colleges have, where people can just come and play video games together.
The next Level Up event will take place on the first Saturday of December. I'm Kylan Riley, UTA News.
And that's all we have for today. I'm your host, Mallory Reagan. We'll see you next week.